Hello and welcome to the eSeniors Season 4 opening GT3 race for the Group 3 racers. This is really exciting for us this season, not only because it's our 4th season, but it's also the anniversary of eSeniors coming up next week. So, you know, from our perspective, it's a lot of hard work, a lot of slog, but you guys who race, absolutely fantastic, making it all worth it. We are at Laguna Seca, so quite a challenging track, difficult to overtake. But we've got 25 skilled drivers on track at the moment, hoping to try and get that pole, hoping to keep the first place and get on that podium and give themselves a good points tally for the start of the season. We've got live stewarding going on today, and the stewards will be giving myself a running commentary, and I'll be trying to make that information available to you on the screen if technology permits us. And then we may see some penalties issued during the race. Some can be given after the race as well, depending on the nature. But hopefully what it means is it makes the racing a little bit more fairer and more direct with it being live stewarded. So it's new to us this season. We're prepared to give it a really good go. So fingers crossed. I have with me today Jeremy and Jonathan. Do you want to say hi, guys?
Hello, gentlemen.
Yeah, hi. Good morning from San Diego, and this is like my backyard, right? A couple of 100 miles north of us, Laguna Seca. This is going to be fun.
That's true.
Yeah. Is it sunny California? Is it sunny?
It's actually, you're going to hate me. It's like 85 degrees right now down here. We've got a little bit of a heat wave, but so it's
definitely
happy.
Definitely sunny California then. Definitely sunny California.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so we'll do a bit of we'll obviously follow the drivers through the qualifying stage, and we'll see what's going on. Just a quick hello to the chat for the stream. We've got Danny Britos. Hi, Danny. We got Don. Hi, Don. Richard. We've got Ollie, Steve Howells, James, Peter, Mike, Uwe, Borat, Derek, Johan, Frank, Dimitri, Laszlo, Melvin, Terry. Wow, guys. Really well done. So many so soon. All excited for this new season. I think it's going to be a fantastic season. We're into qualifying. The guys are just starting to get laps in now. We'll go on board with someone in a minute. Just to make you guys aware, obviously, we do have people who sponsor us to help us. We've got PWS, preciouswashers.co.uk, Syndeo, who are based in Canada, a communications firm, and we've got Aqua Green are all assisting. And obviously, you guys who make donations, without yourselves, we wouldn't be where we are today. We really appreciate any donations you put forward. Please visit our merchandise shop as well. It all helps and keeps things going. So let's jump on board with somebody. What we'll do is Willie's about to come round and do a lap. We'll jump on board with Willie Owen, and we'll see how he does his lap coming round the corner. And then we'll pick someone else. So he's coming to the last corner now. Want to try and take the corner as close as possible. You want to be braking around the number 2 marker, and you can cut the curb on the left hand side here quite significantly. Then you get the power down, keep the car to the right hand side, and then you want to cut across, keeping the car as straight as possible so you don't lose any momentum. And then you're braking after the number 4 marker at the little grey area, hard down through the gears into first gear, taking the apex as close as possible, getting the power down as soon as possible without hitting the sausage curbs. Get the car to the left hand side, get your braking point right, and again as close to the sausage curb on the right as possible without hitting it. Foot down, and this corner usually in third gear, again close to the sausage curb as possible, and get the power down early as you leave the corner. Get it wrong though, you could twitch and end up in the wall. Again, he's going to be looking to brake around the number 2 marker, cut in second gear, ignoring the sausage curb if possible, getting his foot down, and he's looking to brake just before the number 1 marker or the number 1 marker, depending on how adventurous he is, and just trying to ignore that curb. If you catch it, it will take you off. Straight as possible up here. You'll see a lot of tyre wear on the right hand side where the marker is. He wants to brake there, as much braking as possible in a straight line, then drift the car in the left, take a little bit of the green curb, and then thrash it down the right hand side as much as possible. You can get quite away with the track limits there as well. Again, as close to that sausage curb as possible, get your foot down, and you're looking to take this in third gear and keeping as close to the curb as possible and taking it around between 85 and 90 miles per hour, whatever that is in kmh, braking at the 2 marker, and that's the end of what would be a lap. So let's see what lap time. He's obviously backed out of that one. So currently we've got a couple of guys running quite quick. We've got Ian McFarlane. So we are aware Ian's running a little quicker than the other guys at the moment. There is a debate whether he's going to move up into another group, but as it stands, he can't race on Saturday. So if his times are too quick, he will be racing on Sunday, and consequently that does mean he's then going to be amongst the aliens. So going from front of the grid to probably not front of the grid, a big baptism of fire. You can see his angles are completely different. The way he brakes is completely different, hence why he's getting that speed benefit. He's keeping the power down there. He's going as hard as possible, foot flat out. Yeah, he's keeping the car straight to maximise speed. He's braking hard. There's a car gone off. Is that going to upset him? It's not. He's managing to carry on. And that car's come right across him. That may have just upset his lap a little bit there. We'll see where this takes him. So his best is a 1:24.4. That is the fastest lap on the server. He's braking very much the same place as Willie to get around this corner. He is sliding a little bit though, so he's got a bit of understeer there. And this is going to be, looking at, it's probably going to be a 1:26. Yeah, not far off a 1:25.4. In second place, we've got Jorian. So Jorian's done a 1:25.5. He's currently up. So he's looking potentially to see if he can better himself and get himself into the 1:24s. So we had Jorian last season as well, proving to be a decent driver, quick driver, had some really good lap times. He's 3/10 up as we speak. Hi, Mr. Christopher. Hi, Nico.
Hello, guys.
Hi, Frank. Hi, Craig. Frank is in Frank Roder. I know Frank Tennant's already in the stream. Don't forget, guys, there's 28 watching and only 10 likes, so I aren't clicking them buttons. Get them buttons hammered. Get all your family and friends to press the subscribe button as well. Even if they don't watch it, it doesn't matter. Subscriptions mean a lot to us. Let's get us even more noted. As you know, we've had an influx of members in the last week alone, and it's starting to become an administration task alone, just trying to validate and verify them members. He's 4/10 up here. If he can gain another 10th, he might go into the 24s. He's going for the 24s here. He's not going to be Ian, but he's going to be the 24s. This is a great lap. Yeah, 1:24.9. So these two guys could be the guys battling this out, and it's all about keeping the car on track.
Yeah, mate, and Ian actually just improved by a quarter of a second, but halfway around the lap, he was half a second up, so he lost a little bit of time. So he's going to get into the 23s here if he can put a normal lap together. And you know what? You were saying that he might be joining us in Group 1. If he does join us in Group 1, we will accept him with open tentacles.
Jorian's going faster again here, but so is Ian. So yeah, these two guys look quick. Ian's now done the 1:24.2 as well, so he's really putting the foot down a little bit. Further back, let's just jump down a little bit. Another guy who's doing a quicker lap than previous is Andy Lees. Andy will be streaming this himself. He's currently 3/10 up. This is going to move him up yeah, he's gone up into 14th place there. That's a really good lap. Andy Skelton's in the pits. We've got 6 minutes left to go. Peter Miles is 2/10 up. So he's on a really good lap here. He's lost a bit of time. His best is a 1:26.6. He's looking at a 1:26.4. Might move him up a position, but he's lost time there, so he's not going to gain. He's going to stay behind Philip Savage there. No one at the moment is on a flying lap. Oh, John Collins. Actually, John Newton, PWS, one of the sponsors. I think it's the father of Darren, actually, the PWS owner, if I'm not mistaken. Him and Darren Worth are two new guys, so go easy on them. I'm sure going on a circuit with 25 cars is a hell of a baptism of fire. That lot's obviously been spoilt as a result of them going deep there now. It's easy done on that corner. I'm going to switch back to John Collins because he is on a quicker lap than he was. His best was a 1:26 flat. He's 7/10 up. So he's going to end up on a 1:26.3 if he carries on. 1:26.2. That's going to move him right up into 7th place. Great lap by John, that. We had a couple of cars going off, but they're obviously just offing into the pits there. Andreas has made it into 4th place with a 1:25.8. And Benny Homestead is 1:25.9 in 5th. And then the last of the 125s is Andy Skelton from the Old Boys Network with a 125.962. Yes, Craig, it is Group 1.
And Billy Lightfoot is halfway around the lap, and he's a good 7/10 up on his fastest time. Oh, wow, he's almost a second up on his fastest time now, going through the corkscrew. It's a great lap.
Yeah, Billy Becca, who I was just going to say, Becca Loram was absolutely on a flyer. I don't know where he's gone, but he was on an absolute flyer as well. I can't even see him now. He went into 10th, Becca, and he's 4/10 up. So Becca's looking, he's going into the 125s as well, but Billy's looking quick here. He's
got a second and a half up.
126.2.
We're up all the way up to 7th place. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that's what you call, that's a lap I enjoyed.
Yeah.
So I'm just having a look at, so Willie is going, if he can just edge it, he's going into the 125s. 126 flat. Oh, that was so close. Joe Bekovac, he's 3/10 up. If he could gain a little bit, and he's got into 8th place. So you can see now there's an area where the drivers are very similarly paced. You're looking from 7th, wow, down to 20th within a second.
Yeah, we're going to see lots of close battles during this race, that's for sure.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, for sure. The top two guys are definitely, there's sand everywhere, but they ain't sandbagging. They're just putting it all on the table right here, and there's a good second and a half difference between the first and the third guy. And then from third all the way down is very, very little in it. It's super competitive.
I'm just going to switch to someone else, David Blythe. So, interesting, David. He was racing in the wet, and his wet time was faster than the dry. And since that race, he's gone from relatively what he would class as mediocre lap times, and he's now 7/10 up. He's going for a 125.4 here. 125.4, third place.
Very nice.
David Blythe, an absolute flyer. And he actually said to me this week, I don't know what's changed, but my word, as whatever he's found, he went looking under the desk and found it. Because that's brilliant, that, for David. Absolutely brilliant. Hi, Terry. Terry Trowbridge, that is. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Robert.
Hello, guys.
Have I mentioned Laszlo? Hi, Laszlo. I think I might not. And Jorgen. Hi, Jorgen. Yeah. 31 strong. 19 likes. My maths isn't the best, but them numbers don't add up. Come on, guys. Smash that button. 2 minutes to go. Ian's out on track at the moment. He's not going any faster as it stands. There's none of the quick guys doing really well. But Becca has got into 4th place. So Becca Loram of Sweden has really put a flying lap in with a 125.5. So he's really putting pressure on David Blythe, although as it stands, he's not going any quicker.
Yeah, and Ian just actually looped it at the corkscrew. He just avoided the barriers, but it just goes to show in the race, you don't know what's going to happen.
Hold on to your hats. Willie Owen is half a second up. He's going for a 125.5 here. If he can get this corner nailed. Oh, he's lost a 10th. Going for a 120. Oh, he's lost another 10th. So he's into the 125s, though. Look at that, 6th place.
Nice job.
So,
very nice.
We've got 9 drivers within the 125 or less, and then most of the other drivers are in the 126s. Fantastic. Really, this is really good. This is going to be a great race. We've got less than a minute to go. Don Queen's got the biggest smile on his face now. I won't ask Don. But no, I'm so excited myself here, to be honest. Just getting the season up and running is puts a lot of time and effort into it, and getting everything up and ready to go, getting the stream ready, getting all the new graphics set up. Obviously done some new stuff as well with the live stewarding. So been really excited about this, and if today goes well, I'll be bursting with pride for eSeniors as a group. I'm not just one person. There's a team. And I think the guys who have volunteered, who are now assisting, has made it so much more dynamic as well. So, yeah, just want to make sure everyone's aware of that. Hi, Lee. We've got such a great group of people now. You know, I can't stress that enough. And it seems to be getting better and better and better. Coming to the end of qualifying. Let's see some of these liveries that people have been doing. Nico Paint Jobs Are Us, I think, is one of them. You want your car painting, Nico's the man. He's got the paint, he's got the spray.
Yeah, let's go to Andy Skelton's car, Mark, because he is up by a quarter of a second. He's just approaching the corkscrew.
Peter Miles is 6/10 up. Peter Miles is going to blitz that.
Yeah, these guys are going to like jump a lot of spots if they can keep this up.
He's lost a 10th there. Peter Miles has lost 3/10. Peter Miles is losing all his time now. But Andy Skelton, it's falling off Andy's time there. He must have had a bad. He's lost it all. He must have had a bad corner, and he's just started reeling away from him the time. Such a shame.
Well, no, he's gained a little bit though in the last corner.
Yeah,
he's gained a couple of tenths. Oh no, but he lost it under acceleration. Yeah, that's a great shame. He could have leapt like 4 or 5 spots.
Places. He could have done indeed. Yeah, absolutely. Right, let's do a quick grid walk, shall we? We've got 1 minute to go. In pole is Ian McFarlane in the white number 42, and Joey Woosman in the monster Porsche make the first 2 cars. I'll try and make this as smooth as possible. We've then got Becca Lorum in the McLaren, and they've got David Blythe in the David liveried Aston. Then we've got the BMW of Rob Houpier and Willie Owens in the Lambo. We've then got Joe Bekovac and Andrea Pettersson. Andreas is in the Mercedes. We've then got a Lexus of Benny Homestead. And then we've got Andy Skelton in another Lexus. We've then got Peter Miles in the Porsche. And we've got Billy Stewart in the McLaren. Wow, what a nice livery that is. We've then got the Gulf McLaren of John Collins. And Mike Molesky in the BMW. We've got Eric Langlois in the Bentley. And we've got Philip Savage in the BMW. We've got another Lamborghini of John Petchia. And then we've got Uwe Weibusch in the Porsche. We've then got another Lexus of Andy Lees and John Wilson in the only Ferrari, I believe, that is running today. We then have the Bentley of Manuel Sousa and Kevin Torrance in the Mercedes. We then have Brian Banks in the Porsche and Darren Worth in a McLaren, I think that is. Yeah, that's a McLaren. And then we have an Aston of John Newton, PWS, and Jeremy's car will disappear. So, just let me see if I can get out of this, because it quite often doesn't let me. I'll go to the helicam at the start, and we're ready to go. Quick hellos to who else has joined. George Carmen. Hi, George. New to the stream, I've not seen that name before. And we've got Neil Bywater. Hi, Neil. And we've got Pitbits, David Gerard. Welcome, and I hope you enjoy the race, guys. Let the countdown commence. Let's hope we don't get any absolute calamities on lap 1. It's not really what we want, but let's see. I mean, luckily from this perspective, anyone can get round the corners quite easily because the cars are ghosted. but it's the race we really want to start looking at. Lots of fantastic liveries, I must say. Nice Red Bull BMW there. David Blythe is really nice. Like the old David Coulthard one. The can't remember the name of the brand it was, but it was David Coulthard's brand, wasn't it, in Formula One? He's done the
the McLaren
Downs.
West.
That's it, yes.
Yep.
All getting themselves
I tell you
sorted
what,
now. All bunching up.
It's nice to see a couple of Porsches up front, actually, because that's something we didn't see last season.
Yeah.
Resurgence of Porsche. Here we go.
Now, gentlemen, we've been waiting for this a long time. Lights out.
And it's off we go. Go, go, go. That's it. Everyone foot down. Green flag.
And
green lights.
Drive through right away. Drive through for Mr. Peterson.
Yep. Being out of position or speeding. So everyone so far, there's been contact at the back, but it's not been destructive contact. We've had a couple of cars going off. That's Mr. Savage and Mike Molesky come into contact, but no one looks like they've spun out and had problems. David Blythe has had contact at the front, but it looks like it was just a nudge rather than anything severe and sinister. So I think there's just been a few little love taps, shall we say, and all the warnings are now clear. There has been another touch. Benny Homestadt, who's trying to pass. So Benny is in the Lexus. He's trying to go up the inside. So far, so good. We've got Andreas behind them, but he will have to go to the pits at some point. So Benny's got the inside line, which is the best place. And we've had a car going wide. And have we seen a spin? Billy then. Billy's gone off. I can't catch up with him. There you go. Oh, no contact. He's got away with it. I thought there was going to be a car taking him out. But there he is. He's got away with it, but he is at the back. He's hit the barrier as well. Such a shame.
Oh, boy.
Right, let's jump forward a little bit where the battles are starting to commence. And we've got, this is Joe Bekovac and Peter Miles, both in Porsches. And they're chasing down Willie Owens, who's in the Lamborghini just in front of them. Andreas Pettersson's now gone into his pit to do his drive-through. So he will be able to, because he's done it on his first lap, at least he's got some laps to come back and actually try and challenge the racers. Okay. Yeah, one of the Porsches just gone a little bit wide there and allowing the other one to catch up a touch. Still a lot of cars being very close. I'm just going to jump to the back. Kevin Torrance in the Mercedes is putting a lot of pressure on Brian Banks in the Porsche. The 911.
Oh, Andreas got a speeding in the pit lane penalty.
This is classic, though. That shows the amount of adrenaline running there.
Yeah.
What was it? Stop and go 30?
Yeah.
I don't know what number he is. I need to find out what car number he is. His car, 300. So if I put 300, and what did he get? A stop and go 30?
Yeah, he did.
Let's see if this works. There you go, guys. Technology, don't you just love it?
Very nice.
That's my latest toy. So you guys can now see in the stream exactly what penalty's been given. And that's what we're trying to do with the live stewarding. John Collins has gone off. So he's over-rotated as he's come round the corner there. It's very easy to do that. And if you hit the curb on the right, it can push the car to the left-hand side as well. I think he's just got away with that. I'm going to jump back to the front because David Blythe is putting pressure on Rob. Rob is the one in the BMW. P1 at the moment is Ian McFarlane, Neil. He's racing very close. Well, he's 2 seconds ahead of Julian, actually. And Becca's 2 seconds behind, so there's a bit of a gap at the front. The totem is obscured. In what respect? Someone says the totem is obscured. Can you let me know how? Ah, odd.
Yeah, it looks fine to me. I've got it in pop-out view and full screen, and it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I do have... It only showed 2. All right, okay. It might have been a glitch, that. I can't see that from my perspective. Oh, no. Sorry, that can only show so many cars. Okay, so obviously if there's more than 25 cars and I'm looking at a car further down, the top one will disappear. Now I've clicked towards the top of the group. you can now see the first place car. That's all it is. When there's 40 cars, it's a nightmare. You'll end up losing 10, 15 at the top.
This is a great little chase for 4th place here.
Yeah, David Blythe. I'll tell you, David Blythe. I say, there's a couple of drivers who've caught my eye in the off season. One of them has been David Blythe, and he's just absolutely flying at the moment. He's got a really good. He's really putting pressure on Rob here as well. He's trying everything. He's trying the wide out and the tight in to see if he can get the speed on the corner. But now you're getting a bit of a hold up behind, so it looks like Rob potentially is holding up the cars behind them a little bit. Nikos, the totem's the tower. You call it a tower, yeah, the leaderboard. And you can see the battle behind as well. Willie is still holding off Peter Miles. I'm just looking down the field. I'll keep an eye on this. Although he's got a good run there. I was going to go to another driver who's putting pressure on, but they've just lost time. So I'll stick with this as it is at the moment. Uwe Vibush has gone off. He's losing lots of time. He's facing the wrong way.
Just went off.
Oh, yeah, he's kept it going in a straight line, though. He was all in the jam trap.
David Blythe's showing us going slower, but I don't know why he's showing us going slower, because he's not. Yeah, Willie's kept it going. Uwe's lost a lot of places. He's got the car going the wrong way, so he's now running again. Consequently, he's going to be very, very far down the grid. In fact, Billy Stewart is going to be catching him very, very shortly, I should imagine. Peter Miles is having a storming run here. Fastest lap there, Ian McFarlane, as we expected. He's pulling out the 124s now, which I think someone said in the chat he's a group. That's potentially Group 1 times. Certainly Group 2 times anyway. So if he's too quick, we will have to move him. But I do know he can't race on Saturdays. And I prefer a driver to race than not to race, but we've got to be fair. So consequently, I'm going to move him. If he's willing to, we'll move him into Group 1. It does mean the battle's going to be harder for him. But I think Hugh Morris, who raced in Group 1 last season, he learnt a lot from it. We've got a good run here. I thought David was going to go for it then, but no. 2 cars now. We're getting pressure from Peter Miles behind. So let's have a quick look from, I think it's this one, just to see what's going on. So Senior Sim Racer. I like that, SSR. And you can see there, Peter Miles behind him, and Willie Owens is in front of him. So Peter's gone wide. Sorry, Willie Owens is now catching Peter. Is Willie going to make that pass?
Great run up the hill.
He has indeed. Oh, he's not made it. He's eased off. He's eased off.
Yeah, it's not, that the corkscrew and coming up to the corkscrew, it's really not an overtaking spot, but you can intimidate. If you're position yourself correctly, you can intimidate the driver in front into making a mistake and getting by.
Yeah. This is looking, David Blythe's looking so quick. Is he going to get the drag there? I mean, the BMW's good at getting its power down, I will say. The Aston's got the grunt once you get going.
He's in a great position to send it into turn 1 now. And is he going to go for it? He's looking. He's closed the door, though.
Yeah.
But he's got
gone wide. He's gone wide. Great racing. And he's got him. Is he going to get the corner clear? No, he's not. Yes, he is. He's made the pass.
Yes, he is.
And Brian's going to take it. Peter Miles is going to take it as well, by the looks of it. They're all queuing up here. Willie Owens as well is now starting to join the party behind. Wow. This is great stuff. Let's just jump to Joe. In fact, let's just jump with Willie. Oh no! Peter come across there. Peter got his back end and he lost a little bit. So that's Peter. Peter's gone out of this now. Willie was a passenger there. Willie didn't move. You can see Peter's car got a bit of lock on it, and it come across. As it happened, Willie's managed to carry on. So he's hopefully be pleased with that. Oh, he's not. Willie's off. He's lost it at the corkscrew, but he hasn't hit the wall. So his car isn't going to be damaged. I just hope that Peter Miles incident didn't take anything off the front of his car. So was Willie getting himself going again? He's losing a lot of places here. He's going to end up towards the back. So we'll jump on board with somebody else now. Joe Bekovac, who's now trying to catch the Red Bull BMW of Rob. So Rob's already been dispatched by David Blythe. And you can see now Joe's putting a lot of pressure on him. And I think Benny's going to be doing it as well. But I will say, so far it's been pretty damn clean. This is amazing.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, it's been exciting.
Let's have a look down and see. Let's see how the new guys are going on. So we've got a couple of new guys. I'll just do a quick on board with them. John Newton, one of the PWS guys. PWS, one of our sponsors. Preciouswashers.co.uk. As are Sindeo and Aqua Green. And he's gone very deep there. He's missed his braking point. You've got to learn the tracks on this, obviously. Get the braking points right. And as your tyres warm up, you can get later and later. But if you make a mistake and you go off track, your tyres cool down and get full of dirt. And that can massively impact your braking point. You've got to try and be consistent with your braking points. Otherwise, you will go off. One of the other new drivers is Darren Worth, who's in the McLaren. It looks like he's just going round. The lap times of these guys aren't on a par with the ones up front, but you'd expect that because they are new. But they're keeping out of trouble, and hopefully they're enjoying it. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, we've got a nice little battle now in front of Andy Skelton. It's a four-way battle, actually.
Yeah, and we can see now.
And it's very spicy, very spicy. And I think Andy has the speed to get to these guys.
Benny Homstad's just taken out, just taken Rob. Rob's coming back up the inside.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that was. And there's going to be a gain. The Porsche's managed to get past again there. That's a difficult one. I think that one might be going to the stewards. That pass on the inside. I mean, it looked like the pass was off track, and that's why he hit the sausage curb. But we'll see. We'll see what the stewards decide if they're having a look at it. I've not been told it's under investigation yet. If I am told, I will pass that on to you guys.
I think that no harm has been done. They're racing. They're still racing. No one went off.
Yeah, they are racing.
But that's my pundit view.
Your diplomatic view. John Collins has gone off. He's getting back up to speed again. Peter Miles, who went off before, is now caught up with Eric.
It's amazing how that BMW can cut into that corkscrew, and I've seen you do the same thing, Jonathan. That's something no other GT3 can do. You just cut across the inside of the corkscrew, and that gives you a serious edge.
It's, mate, it's technique. So I've done the same thing. This last week, I've tried a whole bunch of different cars, and I can take this corkscrew exactly the same in every other car. It's just a matter of getting your braking right. If you overbrake, if you brake too deep at the corkscrew, you're done. You've got to brake at the same point every single lap.
Yeah, it's also the angle of attack into that corner that's important as well. If you go in too steep, the back end becomes heavy. If you go in too light, the car doesn't turn enough. You've got to get it spot on to get it.
Well, there is a trick. So there's a trick that I do that I don't see many people doing, but I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Yeah, of course not.
I slide the back end round into the corner. That's why my tyres go off, because I slide the back end into the corner. Right, who can we jump on board with? I mean, this is a battle. This battle's still going on here with Joe and Rob. So are we going to see? And Benny's back, but Andy Skelton now, Jonathan, as you said, and we've got a stop and go speeding for car 117. So that's Uwe Weibusch. So let me see if we've got Uwe in here. 117. Let's see if that comes up. No, I don't have Uwe's name or number, so it's going to give his number. So 117 is Uwe Weibusch. I'll have to log that in future. It's one of the names we mustn't have logged, or he's used a different number. If it doesn't recognise the driver, it just puts the number back up.
And these four cars, they're slowing each other down, because if you look behind them, Eric Langlois, he was three seconds behind. He's now less than 2. So it's bunching up, and he has Peter Miles, who we know is fast, right on his tail as well, followed by Andy Lees as well. So it's just a long train of cars, very, very closely matched.
Yeah, it's really this is really good stuff, this. Yeah, Pete, you can just see then. There's been contact. Let's just do a quick replay on that. So the contact was between Peter and Eric. So you can see that Eric's gone around the corner in the Bentley. Peter's behind him in the Porsche. No problems so far. I hope the replay's being played. Anyway, I've clicked the button. Coming up the inside. Oh, you can see that Eric's just got out of control a little bit. Oh, that Lamborghini did well there. Wow. Well done to the two guys. Oh, yeah, that's again, that's just a mistake of the car going, you know, oversteering there a little bit. You could just see it. And I think Andy Lee's was one of them cars who struggled a little bit and getting himself back up to speed again now.
And guys, you know what that was, right? That was officially in our new season, the first commentator's curse effect.
Yeah. Melvin, the penalty was for speeding in the pit lane, I believe. So Andy Lees is going to get going again now. Yeah, he's getting a bit loose. So there's been a change at the front. Benny's now managed to pass the Porsche again. And Andy Skelton is now there. So let's see if Andy can nail one of these and then get after the next driver. So the two Lexus cars are going to be very, very well matched. So we've got a nice little battle. I still think this is a battle of 4 cars here. And,
it is.
Meanwhile, David Blythe, who was in this battle, is 6.5 seconds up the field. He's just gone. Right. So you can see David Blythe now is coming down the start-finish straight. Coming up to the corkscrew. These guys aren't there yet. So David Blythe's just got on with it. Yeah, Benny's looking quick here. That Lexus is flying. Get your braking point right. Get your entry in. He's gone very, very deep, but he's trying to take it straight. So he's got the pace coming out. Very tidy there, Benny. Very, very tidy, I must say. A lot of power. But look behind him. Look behind him. That Porsche again. I'm sure we've seen this picture before. Has the Porsche got the grunt? No, it hasn't. Benny's car's got the best grunt there. You can hear the engine whirring away in the Lexus. Great braking. Great under braking, that Porsche, innit? Doesn't seem to lose any time. It doesn't seem to lose any time, but it just seems to forget getting the power down as it comes out the corner.
Yeah, that's why I like that Porsche like so much in those first couple of seasons, because you could wring it by its neck. You know, it was so good under braking.
Hi, Dave Thompson. Welcome to the stream. I think I've included everybody. 41 concurrent viewers. I think that's a record, actually, for a race.
So we have a 5-second penalty for car number 61.
Yes, we do.
Car number 61. Yeah, bump
yeah,
pass.
That's Rob.
Yeah, so I missed actually Kai put that in. So that's car 61.
So they did penalise him for
that. They did.
Move.
5-second time penalty. There you go. Look at that. Technology, don't you love it?
Now, let's talk about this for a second, because this is interesting. So he knew that he barged past, right? So he knew that there was a possibility of getting a penalty. Now, had he just given the place back, he wouldn't have received the penalty. So this just goes to show that we need to be thinking a little bit differently as drivers, because we know if we barge past somebody and we don't give that place back, we're going to get penalized. And it would have been a much better for him to just give the place back, because now he's got 5 seconds, so potentially he's got a lot of other places that he's going to lose.
And he's not, and Benny's passed him now, and I don't think he's going to be the last one to pass him. So you're right, he could have saved himself 5 seconds there. I did say it did look like he went down the inside. I think Craig in the chat said dived, blah blah blah. Can the driver see his live penalty on his screen, Mark? We can't see what I'm publishing, but he does get made aware that he's got a penalty like you do in the normal game. The graphics I've put up are purely for the stream and for the benefit of you guys in case you miss it on the screen, because I keep it on screen for 15 seconds if anyone wants to time it. So Benny's starting to disappear now, so consequently that means I think Rob, I don't know if Rob's tyres are going off. I'm going to jump back a little bit because Philip is now catching his compatriot Eric. We've got battle of the BMW and the Bentley, and let's see how these two guys go on. So they're coming into the hell of the corkscrew, and you can see both cars balance really well there.
And they are good friends, so
Yeah.
it should be
Amicable.
Yes, absolutely.
Some of these liveries are stunning. It just adds so much to the viewing.
So Ian is now almost 17 seconds.
Yeah, he's definitely
in the lead.
He's definitely not this group, is he?
No, definitely not.
So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna disregard his P1?
We're gonna, I mean, we'll have to tell him before we do it, but yeah, we've got to disregard his P1 because it's, as you can see, there's just been a pass. Eric's managed to pass Philip there. So yeah.
So technically, Jaron is P1 right now, followed by B. Lorem and David Blythe.
It's like putting me in Group 3. If a win, it's not unexpected, is it? You know what I mean? I mean, the chances are I'll probably go off anyway, but you know what I'm saying is, you've got a driver who's dominating. Before he knows it, he's going to be catching up back markers if he isn't doing already. And really, he needs to be in another group. Now, if it's a one-off and he only likes this track, that's a different story. But if he's pulling away that far after 20 minutes into it... Oh, contact! Bit of a nudge there. Someone looks like they're getting out of the way, but the driver didn't expect it. And that means Philip's now past Eric again. Although they look like they're getting a bit lost here. I'm going to go through the corkscrew a little bit. Yeah, that was... John Newton was being lapped there, I think. And he was a bit unsure where to go. So luckily there was no damage or didn't disrupt Eric's run there. But that battle's kind of died down. I'd say he was having a great race though. The man behind them in the green, Bentley, Manuel Sosa. He's having a cracking race. He's just kept it on track. He's just got his head down and getting on with it. And he's there. If one of these two go off, he's taking another place, and before he knows it, he's going to be in the top 10. The car's looking pristine. I don't want to do the commentator's curse. We've kept out of trouble. That's part of the battle on this track, isn't it? It's keeping out of trouble.
Yeah, I'll do that for you. His car is spotless. Absolutely. There's not a scratch on it. And hopefully by the end of the race, there still will be. Not a scratch on it. Not even a bug splattered on the front of his car.
Jonathan! Oh, my God.
Oh, look at that. I switched to Peter and he goes off. That was you, that, Jonathan. So Dave, Nikos didn't do the graphics. I've done the graphics. And I've written my own software that now overlays into OBS. It's got all the drivers in it. So when the drivers get a penalty or they're being investigated, I can put it on the screen by just clicking a button. So we're moving up a level. And incidentally, I took it to the guy. I mentioned it to the guys who written ACC TV, and they're very interested. So who knows where ACC TV may be going in the future? Or they really like the idea of it.
There's a nice little battle evolving here between Peter Savage and Eric Langlois. Peter is like 0.3 behind him, and he looks like he's got some good pace.
Philip, yeah, it's Philip. These are the ones. These are the ones we've been battling. I think Philip passed him before. So I think Philip passed Eric before. Then Philip hit the back of the Aston, and then Eric passed him, and then they got passed again. So yeah, I think someone said the friends until the light goes out.
Oh, he's gone off.
Oh, okay.
Eric just went off under acceleration.
Yeah.
I
said
and Philippe mounted the sausage. He mounted the sausage.
He mounted the sausage. I mean,
what? He mounted the sausage curb, Jeremy.
That is a quote and a half. You know, he mounted the sausage. I mean,
mount the sausage.
Yeah.
Right,
don't mount the sausage.
We must have. Oh, we did. I was going to say we must have seen it, but Willie went off before, didn't he? Rob Houpier's been in contact with someone, although I can't see who was in contact with. It's only showing one hit, so I'm not too sure. But Joe Bekovac is putting pressure on Skelton, and you can see Rob's just behind them. But Joe's really trying to put pressure on Skelton. Skelton's just not being able to pull away from this group of cars as it stands.
Lee, this will always be a family show.
Mount the Savage.
Oh, Andy Lee's just got rear-ended by Mr. Wilson.
Right.
In the last turn.
He's
kept on going, though. He's okay. Just a couple of scratches on the 27.
The Iron Brew car's got a bit of fizz in it now, has it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there comes the Ferrari. I think it's a Soul Ferrari, isn't it, on the track? Is it John Wilson? Andy got a bit late there, loose there, didn't he, onto the...
Oh, yeah. He got on a sausage.
And he's just outbroke him. But what a drift round the corner. That was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
That was brilliant. Well done, Mr. Lee.
That's rallycross,
It is indeed. That was brilliant. Right, so John Wilson, though, he wasn't as fortunate. So let's just see what happened with John Wilson. Is it going to let me do that? No, he's been sat there for more than 10 seconds. So Wilson's obviously over-rotated the car. And, I mean, that Ferrari's looking a bit damaged now. And now he's running again. So I think he must have come round the corner and just got it completely wrong. That car's looking very, very poorly. And he's being passed by the back markers now, as you can see there. He needs to get it back on track. That front's really hanging off. I like the way he's put the Wilson tennis brand on his car for his name. That's clever, that. I do like that. Okay, let's see where we can go. So Wilson's getting back up and running again now, but he's lost a lot of places. He was running really well. Andy's pulled away a little bit here, and you can see this is just starting to break away now. The gap, if you look at the track map, there's no real close battles, shall we say. I'm just going to jump on board with Ian, though, because Ian is catching up back markers. So
yeah, he's just about to lap Willie right now.
Yeah, I just want to see how easy he's going to get through these. So Willie's going wide to let him through. Great driving by Willie, that. Easy to do, though, isn't it? If you read where the car is, you can get yourself out of the way.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Now,
and he lost no time in it as well either.
Right, okay. Watch his hands on the wheel. This guy's not an amateur. Keep watching his hands on the wheel. He's actively playing with the traction control. Into the corners, he's lowering it, and out of the corners, he's increasing it. Out of the corners, he's decreasing it. So he's got power. Do that trick.
Well, maybe this is a trick that we can learn, Mark.
I'm just thinking that.
It's nothing that I do.
Watching him in a minute, the certain corners he plays with, it's got to be the traction control, because they get no benefit out of the brake bias doing that. You'll see his thumb move, just as a probably giving his trick away here. It was the corner before he did it. He just played with it. Now maybe you can see there Billy's letting him go now. And in front of him, it's Banks. Banks is... Oh, he's really took the inside. He should have took the wide angle there. You're not going to see him press the buttons now. Saw him press the button twice.
But you're right. I mean, the way he drives, though, you can see, he really does know what he's doing. His braking is one depress of the brake and turn in, and then one long stab of the gas. And, he brakes and hits those just like he did just then. He hits the apexes pretty much every lap, exactly the same every lap, and that's what you want to be looking for consistent lap times.
Well, and that's exactly what. I see him play with the button then.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, he's playing with something there. He's definitely playing with something there. So he's definitely altering something.
You sure it's not his drinks button? I mean, it's Laguna Seca. Look, there's sand everywhere. It's baking hot. He might be getting thirsty.
So we got Peter Miles now. Is after Rob. So Rob started going downwards a little bit. I don't wonder if Rob's tyres have gone off a little bit. And he's fighting the car. Because he started off very, very quick. I mean, the Porsches just seem to be flying around here, don't they, to be fair?
They are.
Yeah, Kevin Torrance now is right up the rear end of Andy Lee's. Less than half a second behind. He was very, very close going into the last corner. See what kind of pace he has in comparison to Andy.
Yeah, he's got a good run there on Rob, hasn't he? If he can get this corner nailed, he'll fly up the hill past Rob. No, Rob's got a good angle there as well. Another BMW at the back, though. That's the BMW of, I think think it's... I'll work out who that is, actually. Mike Molesky. Yeah, that Porsche is getting ever closer. Ever closer. Mike Molesky, the BMW. Oh, Porsche's just made a bit of a mistake there. It twitched. It twitched. He kept it.
It did. It bit him, didn't it?
Yeah, Wilson's gone into the pits. His bonnet's looking very, very sad. So I think Wilson's gone in to do a pits or to retire.
It's going to get dicey here with these three guys.
You got to think, though. Doesn't matter where they are at the moment. Rob's got a 5-second penalty.
Yep. So these guys are all going to be...
in front of him.
In front, yeah.
Yeah, and if Mr. Savage can get his foot down, he's going to join the party as well. Battle of the Porsches there, isn't it? The two Porsches are having a really good battle.
Yeah, look at the state of the rear end of Peter's car, though. It really is a mess.
Yeah, he went off before, though, didn't he?
Yep. Can't be helping him.
No. The rear diffuser will be suffering a little bit there. He's keeping it going, though, to be fair. Oh, he broke late there. He nearly went into the back of Rob. He's very quick here, though. Very, very quick.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just trying to steal a bit too much from that curb, isn't he? Just trying to steal a bit too much from the curb.
Strangely enough, the sausage curb in the last corner, that's the one that you can actually go over. Anywhere else, you just can't.
Yeah, and you can launch as well. You can fly over it, and it won't launch you for some reason, which is bizarre. Oh, the black Porsche. Oh, that was very
too deep.
That was very late braking, and that means is Mike Molesky going to pass him here? No, he's just not got the grunt. Thought Mike was going to pass him then, as a result of him going deep there, but he managed to get the power down. They're trying so hard, aren't they? Again, it's still been an absolutely clean race. It's amazing.
It's been very clean.
The Group 2 and Group 1 guys have got it all to play for now.
Yeah, I mean, above all, you can see that these guys are having fun out there.
Oh, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, he's still got 24 cars on. We've lost 2 cars. I think one's Uwe. Bush has gone. I'm trying to work out who the other one is. I can't work out. Is it Wilson? No, John Wilson's there. He's just out the pits again now. I can't work out who the other car is we've lost. But we've lost 2 drivers.
It's like Peter Miles really has the bit between his teeth now. I think he's going to get him at some point.
Let's go back and see how the back markers are doing. So Mr. Souza,
look how close he is.
Mr. Souza always usually moves over in a very good place. There you go. Look at that. So not to interfere. Yeah, he's had to take the angle a little bit there, but what else could he do? He didn't exactly race him into the corner, so that was a good yield. There's no way that's brake bias he's playing with there. No way at all. I'm trying to see where his brake bias is set to, but I can't really see it. I can see his traction control and his ABS.
Let's see. I should be able to find it.
Can't see it on his dashboard.
His brake bias is at 53.
Right, let's see if he plays with it then. I mean, if he's learned to play with his brake bias, he's not Group 3. If he's racing.
Yeah, what spot on the circuit is he changing it?
He's varied it in different corners, actually, I've noticed. It's almost like, as the race is progressing, he's turning it up or turning it down.
Yeah, Dimitri believes it's his flashers.
You think?
Well, that's what he thinks.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye on that as well. He's got his TC set at 4, ABS 4, brake bias 53.
And he did it before, and I didn't think there was a car near him when he did the changes before, but I could be wrong.
He's probably listening. He's probably listening to us now, and he's not going to do it.
Yeah, I wonder if it's I wonder if the act button is either push to talk or because it's the act button he's been pressing, or it's the lights. No
yeah,
idea.
no, that it's probably push to talk, mate. That's what
Right.
I'd assume.
Right. Yeah. I wonder Dimitri is when he's passing these saying thanks in the chat. 2 cars off.
Oh, somebody's off.
That's a biggie. That's the biggie.
Yeah, that's Bekavac.
Bekavac and Peter Miles. So coming round here, no problem. He's up the inside. That was close. Bekavac. Oh, he's got a bit of oversteer there.
Oh dear.
He's hit the curb, but it's took him into the barriers. Such a shame. I mean, it's looking a bit bruised and battered. He's lost a lot of places now. We've got 4 minutes to go. Let's have a quick rundown from first down to last. Ian McFarlane has dominated, it's fair to say. He's caught this lot up. So he's caught the back mark. The guys we've just been watching, he's now caught up and he's passing them freely. He's 21 seconds clear. Becker, so Jorian is 21 seconds behind. Again, nice clean race. Just got on with the racing. What's going on there? Becker Lorem in the McLaren. Had no issues. Just got on with it. I think this has been a great race for Becker, to be honest. 14 seconds behind. Then 19 seconds behind is Mr. Blythe, who's now going through the field as well. He's going to be absolutely loving this. I can tell you that now. He's going to be so chuffed with his race with the Spartan car. Benny Homstead. Such a good introduction to his race. This is his first eSeniors GT3 race, and he's looking at a 5th place, which is no mean feat for your first attempt. He's 7 seconds. Then two seconds behind that, we've got Andy Skelton, the Old Boys Network, or Black Cat Racing as it is there, and he's got his old livery on at the moment. And then Rob Hupier, he's obviously struggling a bit there. Rob, he's letting cars pass him. He let Mike Molesky go there. I don't know if he's got a problem with his car. And he's just letting cars pass rather than risking contact. We've then got Peter Miles, as you can see, he's really there with Rob. Then behind that, we've got Philip Savage in the BMW. He's 1.8 seconds down. Then 11 seconds behind that, we've got Joe, who spun off before. As I said, he got a bit of oversteer, put him into the wall. Luckily, it wasn't a fast impact. 2 seconds behind that, we've got Eric Langlois. Again, he's had quite a steady race. He's in 12th place. Manuel Sousa, he's in 13th place. Very, very steady race. Just got on with it. So far, so good for Manuel. He's having a great race. Andy Lees is 3 seconds behind that. He's coming up to a bunch of cars now who are racing for position. So this is where the battle is. These 4 cars. Kevin Torrance, who's just behind him in the Mercedes. He's really trying to put pressure on Andy Lees there. Let's see where this goes a little bit. Blythe and Skelton are both English, Johan. Blythe's in America at the moment. He's living, I think he's in Florida. Langlois French. Billy Stewart, who had a great start and then made a mistake in the McLaren. Such a shame. And Sousa's gone off. Is that commentator's curse? He's had such a clean race. He's gone off. He's going again.
Yeah, he's got a little bit dusty.
Yeah. We got Willie Owens, had a great start, then spun in the corkscrew and lost lots of places. But he's had a clean race, actually. He got to get contact before when a car come across him, but he managed to keep it on track. Sousa, his bonnet is up, so that's a big impact he's had. That's not going to be helping the aero with that car. And that's good. Oh, it's going to be struggling a little bit. He's going to see the race out. I don't think he's going to pit this late on. John Collins in the Gulf McLaren. He's going to pass Manuel now on the inside. Andreas Peterson, sorry, in the Mercedes, his normal colours. We've got Darren Worth, one of the PDS guys. PDS, one of our sponsors, preciouswashes.co.uk, with Sendeo and Aqua Green, all proud to sponsor us. And we're grateful for all you guys and for anyone who makes donations to us. That's what keeps us going and allow us to provide these services to you and the public. John Newton, another one of the PWS guys. Again, both him and Darren, part of the PWS group. new to the racing, so I think they're taking the time just to get through the race. It can be quite a long learning curve, a quick learning curve being in a race with multiple cars that aren't AI, so quite a difference.
And Ian seems to be doing a really, really good job of trying to destroy this race because he's nearly binned it 3 times on this final lap. He keeps on hitting the sausage curbs, and it's like so close to disaster.
So yeah, John Wilson's the final car. So let's just go on board with him now, and hopefully we don't give him a good old commentator's curse. Let's get on board with the cockpit. He's coming. He might have to do another lap here. It's going to be close. Very close. I think it's another lap, this.
He should probably just let off the gas. He doesn't need to do an extra lap. Well, I guess he seems to want to. He wants to.
So,
and see, if that was me, I would have just slowed down.
So he could actually bin it.
See, the last lap, he hit this inside curb like big time.
Nah, he's not pushing as much. He's still winning. I tell you what, he could have got into the wall there then.
Well, regardless of what happens, it's going to G1.
Yeah, thanks, David. Jerry's just saying Darren and John have come on quite a bit over the last week practicing hard for this race. No, to be honest, David, participating in a race like this is a big challenge. It's all right for us guys who go around, as quick as we do. I should imagine for someone new to this, it's very, very daunting, and you will take it easy. So it's great for them to see them finish. To be honest, neither of them are last, and that's a positive. No, Willie didn't pass Kevin. Billy's passed Kevin, not Willie. There we go, our winner. And I think he's going to be in Group 1 on Sunday.
Yeah, so Jeroen is the winner.
He's the winner, but it's an unfair victory. It's an unfair victory. So I mean, we've got a guy there who's head and above everybody else. So consequently, he has won the race, but I think it's an unfair. It's like putting a Formula 1 car on a Formula 3 track, really, isn't it? And there you can see Jorian's had a great race, and Becker has had a phenomenal race. He's just got on with it. We've not seen Becker all season. I don't think he finished last season. He's come back and he's looking really, really racy. I think he's been doing a bit of practicing or got new equipment as well. He's not run out of fuel, has he? He looks like he's going very, very slow.
He is, yeah.
No, he's just taking it easy. And Mr. Blythe, he's going to be so chuffed with that. So chuffed with that. Great result for Mr. Blythe. Andy Skelton. Again, another decent drive there. Very clean. Just got on with it start to finish. Benny Homestead, one of the new guys. Again, another great introduction to eSeniors. Mike Molesky. And we've got Peter Miles. Rob's coming round. Lost quite a few places towards the end. And he's got that 5-second penalty as well. Philip Savage is off. That looks like he's out of fuel. So he's not putting enough go-go juice in it. Oh, dear. And
Come on, get out and push.
He's not going to make it, is he? It's not
he's
that.
Not, no,
it's uphill as well, not downhill. Oh,
but
dear.
he'll keep his 9th place, though.
Yes, he will, because all the other drivers have been classified now. So, yeah. Well, thank you very much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that for the very, very first race. There's probably people in the chat I haven't spoken to, but I hope you really enjoyed that. And driver of the day, Ollie. That's a difficult one. You could say Jorian, Becker, or David Blythe. Any of them, really. We will start doing the driver of the day again. Let's get the stream out of the way first. It's quite a bit of setup getting this done. And I just want to say thanks to everyone. Jeremy, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Cheers. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Take care, everyone. Goodbye.